Yeah, because I tried every which way to be able to climb up on top of this wall here in order to be able to get up there. But it's really hard to get up there. Actually, you can't get up there without the horse at all. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Yes.
You're supposed to be able to get on here, over here.
Whoa.
Come on. I don't even know if there's anything good in there. I usually give up.
May it be with you.
Well, I am going to make some food, so I will be lurking and chatting LOL instead of playing and lurking. Ah, okay. Sounds good to me. Yeah, I'll probably be eating here after I leave to. Um,
Whoa.
come on.
Whoa.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa. Whoa.
There we go. Yes. Apparently, you're supposed to be able to travel all the way out there to the castle. Do you think we should try? Because we are now out of bounds. And apparently, as long as you stay on your horse, you should be able to go over there. So let's try. Well, that's true. You can actually go over here. We're under the water. Nice. We are under the water. So you can actually visit the castle. Not that you can actually go into the castle, but you can visit the castle. See, and there's actually no door. That's funny. I wonder how far around you can do before it puts you off of map or puts you into the map. Nice. Okay. This is so funny. We're off map. Out of bounds. We are out of bounds. And remember, if you do this, stay on your horse. Or your nug, if you're riding a nug. Apparently, there's supposed to be another part of the village over here you're supposed to be able to visit. That's too funny. We should be drowning, but we're not. Let's see where we are. Oh, that just popped in and out of nowhere. Oh,
Whoa!
well, I guess we made it to the end. Come on. I guess I'm done with this whole trying to.
Whoa!
Yeah, yeah. It's glitching now. Just trying to get up there. Here, let's switch over to. Oops. Okay, I'm glitching.
Stay alert. The chaos has made this part of Ferelden more dangerous than ever before.
I'm
Yeah,
glitching. I broke the
the
game.
Blight probably had this.
I broke the game.
All right, yes. Except during the Blight.
I broke the game. Come on. I broke the game. I broke the game. Oh, jeez. That's funny. Oh my goodness, I broke it. I broke it. That was hilarious. Okay. Um, Thought I got all of the riffs. Footholds. Yeah, this is. Oh, okay. I know where I know what I gotta do. All right. Okay. All right. We're going to return her ring. Yeah, I broke the game. I broke it. Travel, travel, travel. Okay.
Nothing to report, sir.
So, Solas, you go into the Fade on purpose when you dream? Just to hang out?
Yes. The Fade holds a trove of memories to explore. Spirits know secrets lost to this world.
Yeah, but they're spirits. You can't treat them like people.
Would many not say the same of Kunari?
Ah, no. Because Kunari don't go around trying to possess people and turn them into abominations.
Instead, you conquer them and turn them into servants of the Qun.
Oh, come on!
I hear you. I hear you about neighbors. I live in an apartment on the ground floor, and the people above me stomp everywhere, or they drop stuff. Yeah, it can be quite frustrating. I lived in an apartment once when I was younger. Um, and I actually have had the benefit of living in not only a ground floor, but an upper floor as well. Actually, I lived in the middle. Um, and taught myself how to kind of walk quietly, if that makes sense. so that that way I wasn't stomping everywhere I went, and most of the time people wouldn't even think I was home because I would walk so quietly because I didn't want them to get all upset. Because I had neighbors upstairs that would do that. They would stomp everywhere, drop things, play loud music. But at the same time,
The faithful move to follow your divine
um, at the
It
same
pleases
time,
you,
it
sir.
was just like I tried not to be that neighbor, if it makes sense. I tried to be considerate of the people around me, and there are so many. It seems like they have a herd of elephants for kids. Yeah, yeah, that's. Oh, good, he's already gone. Nice. All right, so I don't need. Ooh, there's that one. Okay, might as well get it. Ooh, I don't have. Well, we can try. Let's try. We can try.
We want no trouble here.
Oh, shut up. Give you trouble. No, but I always, when I lived in the apartment, I always tried to be considerate of my neighbors, just because I find it rude. They don't think about the other people around them. A lot of people are just very selfish that way. It's like, oh, who cares? Well, the person below you cares. That's who. Oh, come on. Jeez. Nice. Dreamer rags. Okay, so we got that. What is that? Ugh, we need Varric. Oh, he's had a bit of a rest. Was thinking Idaho. LOL. The only thing about that is winter snow. Ah! You thinking about moving? Is that what I'm getting from that? I actually don't mind the snow. I think it's better than, depending on what kind of snow, I think it's better than
Nothing to
rain,
report, sir.
to be honest. Yes, it's cold, and yes, it can get miserable, but at the same time, um,
Mages and Templars. Mages and Templars.
uh, I've actually had to take care of the animals. Yeah, in 2 to 4 years. Is that when you're planning on moving? Um, I've had to work with the animals outside, and at least when it gets cold, you can bundle up and keep yourself warm. It's hard to keep the mud off, even with muck boots. It just sticks to you out here. Was looking for trailer homes I can buy for fairly cheap. Nice. Yeah, um they've actually gotten quite inexpensive. And some of them, depending on what kind of trailer home, you can put them on a foundation and make it solid. We have a few that are around us. I, well, would it be a trailer home or would it be a manufactured home? I guess it really doesn't make that big of a difference, does it? Varric approves. Well, these were already set up. Ah, in Idaho? Yeah, we are talking about since he works from home for the most part. Um, we can pretty much live, yes, in Idaho. Since he works from home, we can pretty much live wherever we want. We're actually talking about trying to find a place, because we raise sheep, and we were talking about finding a place where, because most of the sheep are cold weather breeders. They do much better in cooler weather. So we are talking um, probably someplace north. He's talking possibly New Hampshire because they don't have any. The only tax that they have there really is property tax. They don't have sales tax or income tax. So I think I have that right. And it gets pretty cool. It stays a fairly decent temperature year round. So you just have to find the right place in the area. Because I guess apparently he works with someone who lives in the area up there, and you have I from what they're talking is it's actually a decent area to live. You just have to be careful of certain areas. Pretty much like anywhere you go.
Thank you again for rescuing Ritz.
It's like if I had known um if I had known when before we moved here that the area was like it was, I wouldn't have bought this house. I would not have bought this house.
We're the Templars. They don't care who they kill anymore.
I found this ring on a Templar I killed.
This is
Sorry,
it.
bud.
Praise to you and the Inquisition for giving my husband justice. It won't bring him back, but his spirit will rest easier now, as will mine.
Yeah, the people who actually live in this town, a lot of the older generations is starting to die off. Um, so you don't, it's not as bad now. Um, but when you first move in here, or when we first moved in here, the people that the older generation were like, "Oh, you moved in here?" You know, I was just like, well, yes. And they would shun you essentially because you weren't from here. But there are a lot of people that have been moving into the area. I mean, the older people had such a control over everything that was going on in town and in the county that it's only been in the last year and a half or so that new businesses have been allowed
Nothing to
to
report, sir.
um, that new businesses have been allowed to actually come in. It's like uh, they've put in a Tractor Supply, which wasn't there when we first moved in. And it took like an act of God to allow that to happen because of the Ace hardware that was there. Found a couple that I could afford right now, but hopefully I can find something later on when I want to retire. Makes sense. No, they want to. We want to keep up the sheep stuff because I don't want to quit my job. I don't blame you. I was actually looking at jobs the other day because I was driving past a cemetery and it said help wanted. I was like, huh, I wonder how much people working at a cemetery or how much they make working at a cemetery. And apparently, depending on the area that you're in, uh, you can make anywhere between $30,000 and $60,000 a year working at a cemetery, even as a groundskeeper. You can. Little stars all over the place. Templar encampment. Mosaic piece. Yeah, apparently in Alabama, that was another place that we were considering because even though we would still have the same
That was
issue
some
that we
solid work
have,
back there, Seeker.
You as well.
um,
The way you backhanded
we
that
just
guy
have
with your
still have the
shield
same
and then
issue
damn
with the
near
sheep
chopped him
as we
in
do
half.
now,
Hey,
because it's
are you as turned on as I
generally
am right now?
the right
Am I?
area.
That's probably impossible anyway.
Um, but in Alabama, once you reach 60, they don't charge you property tax anymore. So we're actually that's on the table. So we'll see how things go. Because hey, if you buy a big enough piece of property, and well, it depends on how much you want to spend. This is true. This is very true. Um, and I'm cheap. I'm very cheap. I don't. I was like, this house when we got it, um, when